I swear my neighbor always looks at me when she drives past. And she's like not a nice neighbor. She's one of those neighbors that when you say hi to her, she just doesn't even acknowledge that you exist. So it's really lovely. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be fun because we are going to be going through my makeup trash bin. This is quite full. I have a lot going on in here, from kit stuff to hair stuff to skincare. Yeah, I have a lot. So since I have a lot, I'm not gonna do a super long intro because that would make a really long video. So let's just get into it right away. I guess I'll start off with some skincare. The first thing that I've used up is the vegan milk moisturizer. It's completely gone and I'm sad about it. I would definitely repurchase this. It's a really nice rich cream. I really did quite enjoy it and I just ran out of it and I'm kind of missing it already. So I might have to pick up another one. I also like that it's not too expensive. The only thing I would change about this is not having it in a jar packaging, because any stable ingredients that are in this moisturizer, I don't know if there are a ton, but any stable ingredients like antioxidants or vitamin C or anything, they will react with air and be less effective. So maybe if it was in like a little tube, that would be really cool. But other than that, this is just like a super nice rich moisturizer, and I have oily acne prone skin and I find that this didn't break me out. So I really loved that. Next up, I have a couple sample sizes. I thought I'd include those still. There's cat hair all over this. This is the Tatcha water cream. It's a mini sample size. I thought this was okay. Oh, there's still a little left. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'll just do one of these. My arms will be really soft, I guess. I hear a lot of people talking about this and how amazing it is. I would have to disagree. I don't love this, even though I am oily. I mean, I guess it's okay, but it just does feel super watery. If you're looking for something that just feels like almost nothing on the skin, I guess this would be good for you. I guess I'm just looking for something a little more not dewy. Just maybe like a little heavier, I guess. So after going through this sample size, I was really excited to try it, but I definitely won't be purchasing the full size. My voice just cracked. But I definitely won't be purchasing the full size. I'm glad I got to try a little sample so that now I know. I have also finished up this Good Molecules Niacinamide Serum. I did like this, however, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it. Again, like, I don't know if niacinamide is a unstable ingredient. I'd have to look that up, but air can be easily exposed and I don't know. This was a good serum while it lasted. I did get it in PR and I would recommend it because Good Molecules is quite a good brand and they're quite affordable too. So if you're looking to try niacinamide but can't afford a super heavy price tag, this might be a good option. I just find that niacinamide, it's an okay ingredient, but I really prefer AHA and BHA. I just find that that is what works better for my skin. So I don't think I would repurchase this, but I did enjoy it while it lasted. Next up is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, fragrance free with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. Again, with the jar packaging, not my fave. However, I honestly didn't even really like this. If you're on a super tight budget, this might be a good option. This was like $10, but even then you'd probably be better off going with like CeraVe or something like that. But this is cruelty free in comparison. I don't know. I just didn't find that this did anything. And also I found after a while it would start to like pill, which to me means it's not really getting absorbed into the skin. So I wouldn't repurchase this. I'd rather just splurge on something better than try and penny pinch and, you know, get something I don't really love or even like, for that matter. I don't really like it even. I would say I dislike it. So there's that. Next up, I finished the Illumier Acne Balancing Serum. This was sent to me as well, and it is a 2% salicylic acid treatment. I really like the packaging because it twists up like that. So there's like, it's clogged and there's cat hair all over it. Gross. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed this. I will be repurchasing some sort of salicylic acid serum. This one is a little bit pricey, so I'm kind of on the fence about pulling the trigger for this one, but it worked wonders for my skin. Like, so good. It really helped my skin with any texture I had, especially on my cheek area. When I went off birth control, I was really concerned that that was going to be an issue for me, was like hormonal breakouts, and it turns out it was, but this really kept it under control. But I might try something else that is similar but more affordable. So I definitely would repurchase this when I have more money. It's just not something I have right now because, you know, pandemic and stuff. I have gone through the Pixi Skin Treats Vitamin C Lotion Brightening Moisturizer. I didn't love this. I didn't see any difference, and it also did that whole pilling thing, which tells me it didn't get really absorbed into the skin. And I also find Pixi moisturizers to be very sticky and uncomfortable, so for that reason I would not repurchase this. I just kind of found that I was not looking forward to using it and was just using it up just to use it up. I don't know if that makes sense, but I swear to God, the cat hair that's coming out of this little trash bin is ridiculous. And I think that's all for skincare. I do have one hair care product. It is the Amika The Wizard Detangling Primer. I really like this. I feel like it's a small bottle. I got this in a set a couple years ago that came with one of those brushes that heat up, so you like brush your hair and it like smooths it out and straightens it or whatever, and it came with this, and I really liked this. I don't know if I'd repurchase it because I have one from the drugstore that I'm really enjoying, but this was a really good option. I'm not sure how much it retails for, so I would have to check that out, but I really like the scent. It's kind of like kind of smells like old lady hair care, but I kind of liked it. I don't know, maybe it was nostalgic or something, but yeah, I really like this. It did a good job at detangling. It did what it said it was gonna do, and it is also a heat protectant, so that's pretty cool too. Even though I never use heat on my hair, I always throw it up in a bun. Another little sample size that I used up is the Sol de Janeiro. I act like I'm saying that properly, even though... Anyway, Sol de Janeiro, I don't know. This smells so good. It's the Bum Bum Cream, Boom Boom Cream, whatever. It is the best. I would totally repurchase this if I could afford it, but alas, I am broke. But it smells divine. I love it. They recently came out with a perfume, and I think they've had the body spray for a while, but I noticed they have the perfume now, so I'm kind of eyeing that. But once I can justify a more expensive moisturizer purchase, once I can justify a more expensive... What was I saying? Once I can justify a more expensive moisturizer purchase, I will definitely be repurchasing this. I find that nothing compares. It's so good. Okay, what else do we have in here? This one's kind of random, but I feel like it's applicable because, you know, pandemic. This is the Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather Antibacterial Foaming Mousse Hand Sanitizer. Actually, kind of seems like there's a little bit left. I was mistaken. I don't think there is. I really liked this. It smells super good. It's a classic sweater weather scent. I just find this works really well. I don't know, not much to say about it, but we're in a pandemic, so it makes sense that I would go through a bunch of hand sanitizers. This product is not an empty, but it's something I'm getting rid of because it looks questionable. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating I don't know why reading is so hard for me today. It's the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. It used to be like a really light peach, and now it's quite a dark peach, so it's a little concerning. It's kind of looking chunky too. I don't know if you can see. It's just not looking good. And I haven't had this for that long either. I'm pretty sure that they just launched the Pretty Fresh line about a year ago. So I don't know what happened with this, but I'm pretty sure it's not good anymore. So I'm just gonna not use that on my face and get rid of it. Another product that I've used up is the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. Between using this on myself and using it in my kit, whoa, I have gone through this. I would not recommend it. I had a lot of complaints from clients saying that it kind of stung their skin, and I'm pretty sure there is alcohol in the ingredient list. I'll have to double check, but for sensitive skin people, this just wasn't doing it, so I took it out of my kit and just tried to use it on myself, and even then I didn't love it. So I wouldn't recommend this product, but it is all finished, thank goodness. Will not be repurchasing it. I'm pretty sure I got this as like a Sephora point perk. Let's see if there's any left. Oh yeah, there's like a little bit. It's just like a light blue clear gel, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. It has fragrance too, which I'm not really about. It's kind of like the water cream. It just doesn't seem to do much. It just kind of is like a product that I don't feel is necessary. Like I may as well just moisturize instead of buying a primer like this. I don't know. Plus the fact that it was not good for sensitive skin. Yeah, this is a no from me. Another couple of kit items is the... Actually, I never used this in my kit, so I bought it for my kit. I never used it in my kit, so I guess this isn't really a kit item. This is the Sephora Color Switch by Veramona. It was okay. It just seems like a glorified sponge to me, though. I can't even open it. That's one thing, is this is so freaking annoying to open. This is what it looks like. Tell me that doesn't just look like, you know, like a wire sponge. And what you do is you take your dirty brush and you just swirl it in here and it takes all the product off. But the thing is, I didn't know this. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like these do expire because I guess you're like wiping product on it, so it makes sense. Plus I didn't love it. It didn't seem like it was very useful to me. I may as well just clean my brushes at that point. So yeah, I'm not going to repurchase this and I'm getting rid of it. This I use in my kit all of the time. This is the Cinema Secrets Professional Grade Makeup Brush Cleaner. This is so good. I have like a big, how much is this? Mini? I think I have like a liter bottle. Yeah, this is a 236 mils. I think I have like a big like liter bottle. This is what I use in my kit if I have to use a brush on multiple people. I usually don't do that at all. Like I have enough brushes and I keep everything separate from each other. So I don't usually have to, you know, go back and forth with brushes between people. But if I do, this is what I use just to make sure everything's clean and sanitized so we don't spread anything gross. No germs. Another thing I'm getting rid of is this little ColourPop concealer sponge. It was good to me, but it's time to get rid of it. It's pretty gross and I thought I would toss it in there to mention that I really liked it, and I will probably pick one up next time I place a ColourPop order. I have gone through another Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. I've gone through so many of these, like so many of these, so there's not much to say. Obviously I love them. I think I have 2 backups in my drawer, so I won't be repurchasing right now, but in the future, definitely. I have some eyeliners to talk about. The first one is the ColourPop liquid liner in the shade Grande. It's just a brown. This is completely dried out. I didn't like this at first, but it kind of did start to grow on me. It's a felt tip, but the tip is really stiff, so if you don't like stiff tips, every time I say that, I like get upset with myself. Like there's no other way to put that. Stiff applicators. There we go. If you don't like stiff applicators, I would pass on this one because it's kind of like a marker. So yeah, I did like this though. I didn't at first, but it grew on me. So this I would definitely repurchase if I'm placing a ColourPop order. I wouldn't get the black one because the black one's shiny, but the brown one I actually kind of enjoyed. Next up is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner. I thought I was gonna love this. I don't at all. So it is also a felt tip. This one's much more flexible, this applicator. However, the formula on this is so matte, which I'm sure a lot of people like. No one really likes the shiny eyeliner, not in black anyways, but I find that this is so matte that it makes it hard to work with because as soon as it dries, it's impossible to like go over without tugging your eye, and I don't know, I just didn't like this formula. It wasn't my favorite. The next eyeliner is the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. This one was okay. They were sold out of the KVD Vegan Beauty Tattoo Liner, so I picked this one up because it was a brush tip. It was okay. Kind of a similar thing though, formula wise, to the Anastasia one. It almost gets just a bit too matte, and then it makes it kind of hard to work with and like kind of tugs your eye skin around once it's dried. So I would repurchase this if the Kat Von D or KVD Vegan Beauty one wasn't available, but I'll probably just go with that one, or even the Kylie Cosmetics one I like quite a bit better than this. Next up is the Vasanti Kajal Waterline Eyeliner in Intense Black. This is all finished. This is all that's left of it, just this little nub. I really did like this product. I think that it worked really well. It stayed really well on the lash line. It was super black, or sorry, the waterline, because it's meant for the waterline. Also, this is a Canadian company, so that's pretty cool. I wouldn't repurchase this right now just because I have a ton of black pencil eyeliners, but if I ever ran out, I feel like this is a good one. So if you're in Canada, I believe you can get this brand at Rexall and on their website. So yeah, I really enjoyed this and will not be repurchasing right now, but maybe in the future. Another thing I've gone through is a House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. This is the best. I go through tubes on tubes on tubes of this. Not much to say. I find it doesn't irritate my eyes like Duo does. It's latex free, so I find it's great for client use. And yeah, I just really like this. I would definitely recommend. Next up is the KVD Vegan Beauty Lock-It Powder. I don't like this, yet I've gone through another one, so I guess that's kind of impressive. It's just a translucent powder. I know some people really like this product. I, however, don't love it. I prefer the Laura Mercier one. This one is just kind of meh for me. However, I did want to use it up. I didn't want to waste it. So that's what I did. And now that it's gone, I will not be repurchasing, but I'm glad I used it up. Next up is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I've actually never, actually that's a lie. I was gonna say I've never finished a concealer before, but I totally have. There's like next to nothing left in this. It is such a good concealer. One of my all-time faves. I haven't repurchased yet, but I will. It's only like $10 and it's so good. So I would definitely get another one of these. If you're Canadian, these are available at Shoppers Drug Mart and they're only like 10 bucks. The shade range isn't great, but the product itself is really, really good. And finally onto lips. I have finished a Kylie liquid lipstick, which is kind of surprising, but it's just a mini, so I don't know if it really counts. This is in the shade Queen. Let me see if I can get any out. It's like super dry. It just, oh yeah. I remember I put a little bit of setting spray in there to try and like loosen it up. Didn't work, needless to say. But it's just a really good color. I would definitely purchase a full size. I really like it and I like Kylie's formula. Actually, I don't know if I would repurchase it. That's a hard one because I prefer her velvet formula. Maybe if she has a velvet that's like similar to this color, I would definitely purchase that. And I have one last product to talk about. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Fresco. This is very close to being finished, as you can see, to the point where I'm like, well, I can't get any more out of it. It's all kind of just chilling at the bottom and the wand can't really reach. So I'm considering this one done. I won't be repurchasing it because I'm pretty sure this was a limited edition item. I do find it very similar though. Hold on. It is very similar in shade to Champagne Mommy from ColourPop, which is still available if you'd be interested. I loved this gloss. I really love ColourPop glosses. I would definitely pick this one up again if it was still available, but for now, Champagne Mommy will have to do, and it has been doing the trick. I love this one as well. So yeah, this was just a perfect summer gloss and I will miss it. However, now it is trash and it has to go. And that is it for all of my trash. I will be getting rid of these items now because they've been sitting in that bin for far too long. I've been hoarding my garbage because I've been telling myself I'm gonna film this video and then just putting it off. So I'm glad I finally did it so I can get rid of those products. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and I will see you in my next video. Bye!